Hey everybody, it's Dan Kidder, the Gear Guru, and I hadn't talked to y'all in a while, so I wanted to do a little video for you. Last month in Sportsman's News magazine, actually it's in this month's magazine, I did an article on the basics of camping. And right now I'm in the midst of writing an article on the basics of fishing. They're under our pro tip sections in the magazine. And it occurred to me as I'm doing this that there's a lot of folks who are interested in doing things in the outdoors, and there's a knowledge gap that keeps them from going out there and doing it. Whether they didn't grow up with it, like me, I didn't grow up hunting, and I've been learning hunting, and I'm not real good at it yet, but I'm still learning over the past couple years. And as I tell students a lot, they kind of go, hey man, there's all these things that you do in the outdoors, and there's all these things that you teach, and their key word here is I wish that I could do that. Well, the same thing I tell them is until I did it, I had never done it either. And really, the way to learn this stuff and get out there and know how to do this stuff is to do it. Just get out there and do it. As I'm writing this fishing article, people are talking to me and telling me, well, I'd like to, but I don't know where to start. I don't have any gear. I run into people who don't have fishing poles. You know what? You don't have to get hung up on the gear. I've got some fishing poles out in my storage unit that are $300-400 rod and reel setups, and I've got some $20 Zebco spin casters and bait casters combos. Every year for Christmas, I buy some random kid in town a fishing pole, rod, reel, little tackle box with some bait starter combo, and give that away every year just because I think it's important that children who are a little less advantaged still have the opportunity to go out and do the great things in the outdoors that we love to do. There's been more fish caught on those little Zebco combos than have been caught on all the $300 rod reel setups in the world. More people are out there fishing with $20 setups, $30 setups, and it's not difficult. It's really easy to do. You go out there, you buy the setup. It's already wound with line. You look for one that's kind of basic for what type of fish you're looking for. Sometimes they'll have a combo for bass, they'll have a combo for panfish, they'll have a panfisher like sunfish or crappie or a little fish like that, or you'll have trout set up. Um, Depending on where you are in the country, you might have some other things like pike setups. But just find out what fish are in your area, find out where the bodies of water are. A great resource is every state publishes their proclamation or their fishing guidebook or their handbook that has all the regulations in it. It has all of the places where you can fish. And there's even community fisheries programs that are available in a lot of communities that are put on by the Department of Natural Resources or Fish and Wildlife Service in that state. My friend Tanya, she is she's the state fisheries biologist, and she runs these clinics all over the state. My friend Heather works for the Department of Wildlife Resources, Natural Resources, and she's putting on events at different expos where they can learn how to fish inside in big tanks. So there's a lot of resources out there to get you fishing. And you know what? I don't know any of them are going to tell an adult who comes up and says, hey, I want to learn how to fish to pound sand. They're going to jump right in there and get you out there on the water and fishing no problem whatsoever. So take advantage of a lot of these resources that are out there. Or just if you have some friends who go fishing a lot, say, hey, can I tag along? I'd like to learn. You know what? Somebody who loves the outdoors and loves doing outdoor activities never hesitates to want to take somebody along. They may tell you maybe not this trip because this is an intense trip or doing something pretty advanced or technical, but there's another trip coming up and we will take you and definitely show you. I love to take people out fishing, love to take them out canyoneering, love to take them out to the shooting range. Yeah, I run classes and I get paid to do that. And on the other side of things, there's a lot of people I take out and never charge a dime. I just want to get them hooked on that great outdoor sport. So don't be afraid to look. Don't be afraid to ask. The only stupid question is the one that's never asked. And you're missing out on some great outdoor opportunities that you could have just by saying, hey, I want to go out and learn how to do this. Great resources available. We've just started a new YouTube channel called The Amateur Outdoorsman. You can go and look for it. I'll try to put a link in it in this video at the bottom. We're still in the process of filming these videos, getting them edited, getting them put up there. But they're 2, 3, 4 minute hits on basics. I've got a couple up there right now on loading a semi-automatic firearm, on loading a semi-automatic rifle, loading a revolver. I've got videos that are in the works on how to tie a hook onto a fish line. Real basic information. But if you think about it, just going back to the fishing stuff, people have caught fish on a cane pole with a string tied on the end of it and a worm hanging on the hook. It's not difficult to catch a fish. They're not the smartest animals, and you know what? It's a really rewarding and enjoyable pastime. To me, it's a very spiritual thing. It's kind of like going to church for me. It's an opportunity for me to commune with God, commune with nature, and just appreciate the creation that He's put out there for us. And growing up as a child, my grandfather used to take me in the Sierra Nevada mountains, and we'd go up to Lee Vining Creek, and I would run a super duper back and forth across that creek trying to catch an elusive trout, and occasionally I would hook into one and pull one out, and it was just the greatest feeling on earth. And every time I go out fishing, I remember those days and the memories that were created in that. My mom used to take me fishing, and as I was growing up, and those are great memories that last. 45 years I've been living off those memories. So you know what? If you're not taking your kids out, if you're not building those memories with them and enjoying the outdoors and doing things outside with them, get them out of the house. Get them away from those video games. Get them out there. Build some memories with them. Get some great pictures of them holding some fish. They got to kiss the fish the first time they catch one. That's the tradition. But just get them out there. I love when I get a call from my friends at the DWR who say, hey, we're doing a fishing event. Can you come help us? One of the greatest things I ever did was we've done it a couple times now, one of the local nursing homes here. They put out these huge stock tanks, and they stock them full of trout, and we go out there and we help these ladies catch fish. Some of these ladies are in their 90s. They're in wheelchairs. They've never caught a fish in their entire life, and their faces just light up. They just become so excited and so happy that they've actually had the opportunity to catch a fish. You want to learn to fish? Check in with your DWR. They're always looking for volunteers to come help with something like that. It's a great way to learn the basics of fishing. So get out there. Just do it. Don't let your lack of knowledge or experience stop you from going out and trying. You don't have to go out and spend a lot of money. Basic gear will get you started. And as you start doing it, you'll start to realize where there's shortcomings of your gear or where there's gear that you need to get, and you'll start to build over time. That's how you get a wide selection of outdoor gear. You start off small, you start off simple, and then you just build as you start to go along and realize what you need. Hey, this is Dan Kidder with the Amateur Outdoorsman, Sportsman's News Magazine, the Gear Guru, and I just want to encourage you today to just get out there. Just do it. Find some friends. Get out there. Build memories with your kids. You've never done something until you've done it. And so, as we like to say on the Amateur Outdoorsman, don't just sit there. Do something. Thanks for checking in. This is Dan Kidder, the Gear Guru, wishing you all a great day.